Good afternoon. I'm Unapologetic Tank, being unapologetic as I know how. So here is more recent news. A 1998 Honda Civic two-door was said to be screeching and roaring down the street of the home of T.S. Madison. The assailant, perpetrator slash suspect was named to be the D.L. Whisperer. From what we have here, I found the story to be a little bit sad because the DL Whisper has become not only a problem but a nuisance to the community. And not only that, he's become a nuisance to the community. He's actually putting out lies, false information, fake stories to look for clout, and to also use others in a time of discombobulation. It is went a little too far. So, as you just seen there, he came screeching past her neighborhood, and this is a big thing because you want to make sure that you keep people safe, and you can always argue across the internet. You can always have disagreements, things like that. You can even talk about my mama. But when you drive past my home, you have entered a new arena of problems, a new arena of storms. Winter Storm 2021, 26, and 16 ain't got nothing on that storm. And if you know T.S. Madison pretty well, you know Maddie is well known to have her own personal arsenal. Okay, honey? Yes, she does. And so I am really confused on this. So it's being so upsetting to the community around what's going on. Some people have taken to the internet just to keep everybody up to date on this horrific situation of the DL Dirty Do Rag Whisperer going to Maddie's house, to the point he's even got online and attacked Miss Mary. Miss Mary is T.S. Madison's mother. So to give you a little bit of an insight on who the DL Whisperer is, we're not gonna go too deep because it isn't that deep to go. Pretty much, it's like the beginning of a lake in Georgia. You can put your foot on it and touch the ground right there at the beginning. And that's pretty much going to be the beginning and end of his story. Let's take a look at when he linked up with famous blogger Tasha K.
With transgender people. I didn't know about transgender people until 2020. In 2020, when TikTok was popular, I saw people like transitioning and sticking themselves with needles, and I went against it. Because people always say that I'm just doing this just now. I've always been against transgender people. Because
I heard there's like an underlying beef between the LGBTQ and the T's.
Yeah.
Like there's like us versus them, and they're not a part of us.
Yeah, they're not.
Because essentially, gender has nothing to do with your sexuality.
Thank you, but as you can see,
He did honestly say that he had a pretty much a bias or a phobia against trans women. Um, and he does feel that way. So, in necessarily short, he's really going around selling. Some women have a insecurity, or they have a thing we've been taught where everything has become gay. Everything has become gay. If you brush your teeth, it's gay. If you get your feet clean, it's gay. If you get a manicure, it's gay. If you get your hair cut, it's gay. If you take a bath, it's gay. If you wipe your, it's gay. And he's really dug into feeding that fear and that phobia that some people have. CTV is a content creator as well, a great YouTube blogger, and also a great informationalist, as I call it. And he definitely gets the story straight. He has been covering the story the last couple of days, and I would encourage you to go over to Conscious TV, hit that subscribe, and please, please, please watch the full 5 to 6 hours of content he has on the DL Whisper and T.S. Madison, and pretty much a panel of reasons why the DL Whisperer will even consider to pull up to T.S. Madison's home. In short, I'm going to give you a little bit of that conversation here. So adjust your volumes as needed. Here we go. Let's check out what CTV has covered recently.
this is clearly going to get ugly, you guys. It's going to get
I think so too.
It's going to escalate. And I want you guys to hear this one more time, because in this age, look, we just had that Vegas murder of those 2 content creators at the hand of their online op over some copyright issues. A whole content creating couple has been killed. There's been so many content creators that have been killed by their followers, have been killed by their ops over the past few years. This shit is real. And this is what he said. This is what he said. Listen to him again.
Days on. Oh, there's so much shit going on. Cause I'm still not done. I just know where he stays.
I'm not done. I know where she stays.
I know where he's at.
I know where she's at.
And he don't even got a gate. Like,
and she don't got a gate.
Susceptible to danger.
You're so susceptible to danger, baby. Pow, pow, and more damn pow. Pow, pow, pow. And let me read the Stand Your Ground law in Georgia and what it actually reads, baby. Shout out to Miss Georgia. Allows for individuals to use deadly force in self-defense without a duty to retreat when facing an immediate threat, provided they are lawfully present and not the initial aggressor, though exceptions exist if fleeing a felony or provoking the attack. You are not required to retreat before using deadly force if you reasonably believe it's necessary.
Come spin the block again when the niggas are there. Come spin the block again when the niggas are there. And no shade, I low-key want some of the damn smoke. Now I'm triggered. Now I want some of the damn smoke. Come fuck with a leprechaun, nigga. I'm from Detroit.
You literally
Come
went to this woman's house.
I will finish what the trade did not.
You literally went to this woman's house, literally thinking that you were doing something. Like, really? Like going to that woman's house, and if your head would have you would have had your face getting blown off the second you came over and get your head blown off. Like, really? You really gonna go to that woman's house? Literally? It's not that serious. It's not that fucking serious. All that for fucking views. See, people like him should be off this fucking earth. Now I'm fucking angry now.
Girl, everybody about to whoop this bitch ass, girl. Everybody about to whoop this whole ass.
He really,
because he didn't want no smoke with India. He didn't want no smoke with India. She needed
this shit is fucking bullshit. This is ridiculous.
black lizard looking gray faced ass.
Saturday, baby.
I'm telling you, the reason she hasn't even read him down yet is because she does not feel he hasn't pushed her to a point where she actually feels like she needs to address him yet. Now he might be right there,
but she already has been addressing him. She just been doing it subliminally, and she now done posted, the ring cam footage. So now it's open. It's being openly acknowledged now. I mean, it's out. The beef is out and open.
I'm saying in terms of how she's addressed other people in the past, I'm saying she's not quite there yet. She might be there now.
Well, she's not. Well, I don't blame her, because I feel like a big reason why she hasn't given him the smoke is because she knows that he's so far gone. Like, and I do that too. Like with some people, like if I know that there's no redeeming quality,
I would have never saw this had Claudia never posted that video saying that she had to apologize to T.S. Madison. I would have never saw this. That's why I lost my fucking mind, because I was 2 days late seeing it. 2 days. So it's like 2 days ago, a bitch is talking about. That's why I was like, when the Social Security and all of that, when people were sending me that, I wasn't really relating it to T.S. Madison. I wasn't relating it. I was relating it back to the bitch from another bitch from Florida. That's why I was like, oh, it's these Florida bitches, these scamming Florida bitches that know how to pay for people information. It is what it is. So I wasn't relating that to T.S. Madison until I saw that video. And then I was like, that's my debt. That's my student loan debt. Because remember, Craig was like, oh, this student loan debt. That's why I was like, that's mine. I'm like, hold on. 371? Bitch, when I heard 371, I was like, okay, like, bitch, maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe that's just by chance that they.
Okay, so he is continuing to also justify him putting up in T.S. Madison's cul-de-sac because According to him, not only did she indirectly dox him by referring to his credit report file, even though she didn't call him by name, but because of the information, he knew it was point specific.
Shout out to CTV, Conscious TV. Please go over and hit a like and subscribe. That was a little bit of a breakdown of a few things of what him and the panel were covering on what they were saying about this. So now let's go over to TikTok and let's go see what some of the other people are also saying. Let's check this out.
Why is the DL Whisperer driving past people's houses in Atlanta like we don't shoot? I don't know Maddie personally. I met her once. But I feel like she took that thing. You know what I mean? Hey.
Because I feel like even after I post this video, people are still going to support him. So I'm not even here to do that. I'm just letting y'all know what he's doing is not coming from a genuine place. And I need y'all to understand that the signs that he's giving y'all, he's literally making this shit up. Like, he's making it up. Like, all of that stuff doesn't even really qualify for a dude that may be gay. Like, it just doesn't make sense, y'all. And y'all just milking it. When it comes to this man and his content, y'all, it's going to fizzle out. That's why he keep rebranding himself. He done changed his name damn near 5 times because shit fizzle out. Shit get old. People don't want to hear the same shit.
But when I tell y'all this, I'm going to tell y'all this from Logics. The DL Whisperer wanted to be picked by DL men. And when he realized that that fantasy would not be fulfilled because these men are at the end of the day DL, he came on here and he formed a cult. And in this cult, he spewed his hurt that he was getting from those men onto you women. In September of 2024, the DL Whisperer had another account where he went by DL Loverboy. And on this account, he would boast and brag about being with men he knew, keyword, knew were DL men. Fast forward now, not even a year later, he now operates as the DL Whisperer, where he's educating women on how to spot DL men. Despite having any form of evidence, which is a messy bitch iPad and a pen, he was able to get online and form a cult because he understands that there's a group of women out here that don't realize, hey, I was born with something that this man don't even have, which is discernment. I can literally get down on my knees and pray to the higher power, whether it's God or whoever I believe in, and say, hey, I need to know what's going on here. Reveal the truth to me. If this man is whatever I think he is or whatever my spirit is sense he is, he know that, and that's what he sit there and prayed on. Now, let me make this crystal clear. I do not agree with DL men whatsoever. I feel like I have the choice of whether or not I want to deal with a Hannah Montana ass nigga or not. But my point is, how can y'all be so easily influenced by something that has not been authenticated? Like, y'all are letting this man get on here and convince y'all that these very men who he considered a few months ago to be the elites are now something completely different from assumption. It's almost as if I can't have you, nobody else will.
And there you have that. That is a piece of people's opinion from TikTok, in which I must say I 99.9% agree with every bit of it. The only 0.1 percentage that I'm stuck on is that he is human. His do-rag may stink, but he is human.
So, T.S. Madison and the Dia Whisperer. If you wanted to know what's been going on and you like, hey, I'm seeing this trend down my timeline, stay tuned. So, the Dia Whisperer, of course, he has that account where he likes to expose and do X, Y, and Z. He recently drove past the house of T.S. Madison. Now, a lot of people are saying T.S. Madison, she lives in Georgia, and they also have different gun laws, so she keeps it on her. Now, I would tell you, I did see the footage on her page. There was no reason, and there is no reason, if you don't know anybody, for you to drive past their house. And number one, you didn't ring the doorbell. Number two, it seems like to me you're trying to scope out the scene. So a lot of people on social are like, what was the point of you going up there? Because homegirl, she ain't nothing to play with. I need y'all to put in the comments, what do y'all think is going to be the outcome? Because when it comes to safety, I am an advocate, but everybody should be able to defend themselves. Y'all put in the comments what y'all think.
Listen, for all y'all out here supporting that little Dia Whisper, I hope y'all can help her pay her bills. They say T.S. Madison got a fine girl. Y'all gonna stop playing with Maddie. Y'all gonna stop playing with Maddie. I told y'all stop playing with my auntie Maddie. Oh, she got a fire job. Oh, she ain't got a job. Oh, what's she gonna do? Your funds have been affected. We don't believe in praying on people downfall, but shit, karma, go in there and die.
When the DL Whisper go to when the DL Whisper go to purgatory for playing with these people down south with guns and gun laws and guns and gun laws and guns, are y'all gonna feel more sorry for him than y'all felt for Girl Lala? Probably so, right? Because Girl Lala was trans, right? Y'all gonna feel more sorry for him than y'all felt for Girl Lala. It's really a shame because I blame the older people around there that's egging him on, because he has clout and fame and people know his name, and I'm pretty sure that there are still trifling DLs inboxing him. Like, he has clout and all of these things, but it's overly grown people around there that's egging that stuff on because they don't like T.S. Madison. Y'all niggas weird. Just donate to the GoFundMe. Cause he gonna play with the wrong one. In Atlanta? And then T.S. Madison has Beyonce lawyer money. Lawyers for Beyonce money. You think she don't have lawyers for self-defense money? What? You think that she don't have Brian Steele money to go pull video records off the internet to show the extensive evidence of all of the doxing, of the threats, of the comments, of the videos, of the comments, of the videos? Did y'all not learn what happened? Y'all can't be as slow as the DL Whispers. Didn't y'all saw what happened to the DoorDash girl? When y'all put stuff on the video, that make y'all liable. Auntie got Beyonce lawyer money. Auntie got Paramount RuPaul Drag Race lawyer money. So whether she want to do something to him in the legal way, or whether she want to handle it her way and then let the legal system handle her, because she has money, she has power. People in Atlanta know her name. Y'all playing like this? Y'all playing with that lady? Okay. Just donate the little $7,500. When it happens, because it ain't gonna take much to put him in that. It ain't gonna take much to put him in that do-rag. to set them up nice where they need to be. You ain't gonna take much to set up him and that do-rag. Pine box style, nothing fancy, cause we saw this coming, you know. We gonna save all the money for the repast. Name brand chicken. Y'all got that little boy driving past people, y'all got that little boy going on people's property, driving past people's houses. Oh my gosh. Just say what cake. Y'all ain't even gotta have cake for the repast. Y'all gonna have this, baked cheesecake, Biscoff cookie crap out. Y'all.
Why is the DL Whisperer driving past people's houses in Atlanta like we don't shoot? I don't know Maddie personally. I met her once. But I feel like she told that thing. You know what I mean? Hey.
Question, how do y'all think this deal with Sprint and this T.S. Madison thing is going to end? How do y'all think? What? Because honestly, I feel like at this point, they just got to see each other. The back and forth get in. Bitch, you just got to see me. And that's just that on that. Like, just run me my one and we're going to call it spade a spade. But then again, we got motherfuckers in this space. It's really never going to let no shit die down because everybody got to, stay where they need to stay and get whatever they need to get up off their chest. But I just really want to know what y'all think, how y'all think this shit is going to end. Because this shit has honestly gotten out of hand. Like, I'm okay with the back and forth, the you this, you that, throwing salt back and forth. I'm okay with all that. What I don't agree with is a bitch driving down my street and showing in front of my home. That's what I don't agree with. And saying, oh, I'm outside, where you at, but you didn't come ring my doorbell. I don't agree with T.S. Madison reading, deal with for credit report online. Everybody have done, and granted, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more shit D.L. Whisper has said and done to T.S. Madison. I know D.L. Whisper has been on T.S. Madison net for a while. And I know she has been on D.L. Whisper net. And I kind of forgot how this shit all started, which doesn't even matter no more. It's just the fact that, what do we do now? Because it's just back and forth, like, it's exhausting. What we gonna do? We just gotta see each other. That's it. Then you coming after me and my friends, like D.L. Whisper it's like D.L. Whisper versus T.S. Madison, Claudia Jordan, Sherry the Boom, Dominique Morgan, Craig the Writer Stewart. Like, god damn, who don't this motherfucker want to smoke with? But when you literally versus that many people, do respect what T.S. Madison identified herself as. So let's just please just keep this respectful. And that's just that.
You mean to tell me that he found T.S. Madison's house? He pulled up at the house. T.S. Madison mansion. Oh my God. D.L. Whisper pulled up at the house.
I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. It is very unfortunate to be in the year 2026 and still have to witness my people tear each other down in the manner in which we're doing nowadays. It is bizarre to me. I don't know if I'm ever really going to be able to wrap my brain around it. When you know that the world is already stacked against you, from a business standpoint, from a healthcare standpoint, from an educational standpoint, from religious beliefs. There are so many things that already cause enough chaos. From a mental standpoint, there are so many things that already cause enough chaos within the Black community. To sit back and watch what's happening with T.S. Madison and that other thing taking place, I don't understand the point of it. I don't understand the point of it. And for anyone that is choosing to participate in it and edge it on and encourage it, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly are those people going through in their lives where they find that type of behavior entertaining and appropriate. I don't know, man. It is. Ooh, it is very, very bizarre. And I think the most unfortunate thing about all of this is that, and and I've said this once before, the idea or the concept of enlightening heterosexual women that, hey, there is a group of men that participate in this type of lifestyle. I'm just here to kind of give you guys some warning signs so that if you think that your partner, might be participating in this lifestyle, here are some particular outlets, places where you should go. Get yourself some local testing. There's different medications that you could be on to keep yourself protected. That type of conversation very well could have happened, and that would have been supported by a lot of people. But because there's so much vitriol, so much hate, so much, to be quite frank, so many blatant lies, so much unnecessary filler in the conversation, that's why it's not being received well. And the ones that are receiving it are people that are very much so like-minded in a very disgusting, hateful manner. And I don't know, it's unfortunate, but everybody better stop playing games and be safe, because
The day we get on here and we get the news that the whisperer has been silenced, I don't want to hear shit. Not from his cronies, not from his followers, because y'all ass starting to be like MAGA over there. Y'all who following this man and everything, everybody did this and the third and all that. For you to let these people boost your head up enough to go ride by somebody's house, you asking to be put in the ground. For real.
If you've been on my page for a while, you know that I have a theory that people from Florida are crazy. And there's like multiple types of crazy. So I don't understand why anybody will ride past T.S. Madison's house. And I don't think T.S. Madison is the reckless crazy. I think T.S. Madison is the crazy that is like a ticking time bomb. So like if you do something to her, she has every right to go off, and she will go off, and she kind of can't control herself because she has every right to go off. So again, why would you drive past her house? Not just why would you drive past her house as a fan or somebody that admires her. That's a little crazy though, by the way. But why would you drive past her house seemingly antagonizing her? Why would you do that? And if I'm not mistaken, she's in Georgia. And since she's in Georgia, they do have the bang bangs. They can carry the bang bangs. Can't get in trouble for carrying the bang bangs. Or having the bang bangs in their homes. So why would you drive past T.S. Madison's house knowing she's from Florida? Now she's in Georgia, and she most likely has the bang bangs and can't get in trouble for having the bang bangs. If I'm not mistaken, Georgia has a stand your ground law. Ooh, why would you drive past T.S. Madison's house seemingly antagonizing her?
Pretty much breakdown on what's going on right now with that. Like I said, you can go over to CTV and check out pretty much everything else that's going on, or just pretty much put in YouTube and go to the search bar and hit the DL Whisper and TS Medicine. They give you some more things. My sentiments on this is that I think the DL Whisper has low energy, low vibrations. I think he's desperate for attention. I think that he is ignorant. I think that he is a little bit of a um, sociopath. I think that he is an American cockroach, German cockroach, Oriental cockroach, brown banded cockroach, a smoky wood cockroach, an Australian cockroach, a Turkish cockroach. I think that he is a gecko lizard. I think he is an ano, an iguana, a chameleon, a monotard lizard. He is also a bearded dragon, a gillet lizard monster. His credit score is bad, so he is an experienced Equifax TransUnion negative credit score having asshole. He also a FICO Advantage score credit, no credit karma, credit see me, my FICO Experian Consumer Services having asshole. He is a COVID-19 influenza cat disease having asshole. He is a tuberculosis, strep throat, chloride, Lyme disease, syphilis, malaria, toxoplasma ringworm, throat having motherfucker. He is a brand ambassador of the do-rag cities wear from Wave Builder, Red by Kiss, any international Dream World production, dry fit wave caps, motherfucker. And I would advise this same to please stay up off Meta's property. We don't like you, dear whisperer. Go and get a life, baby. It is not the season for you to do this. You are in the season to find you gonna fuck around and find that. Because if you don't understand this, man, it comes from the old school like me, baby. We come from old school. And you can fool other folks, but you ain't gonna fool us. And one thing I will tell you about this, about with with you going around and you boosting, you letting these people boost your head up about he right. A broke clock is right 2 times a day. You know, two things can be true at the same time. But you're not wise, young man. You're not wise. You're not wise. You're gonna end up with no teeth working at Burger King with a bald patch on the top of your head if you keep on playing with people. You can't do that. And if you're not that bad, you didn't even get the car. You rolled past there, and you you're yelling at the window, and your car sound like somebody had said in the comments, y'all. This was tripped out. Somebody said in the comments, but somebody said on the panel that only reason why Maddie didn't get out the bed and she didn't hear him because she thought the garbage truck was outside. That's what I heard. From the sounds of it, it sound like the garbage truck was outside. All that backfire. You come through, how you gonna ride through the neighborhood? Like you will come looking for somebody in a car like that. You ain't gonna be able to get away. You on a high speed chase, somebody come you ain't getting away. Your car gonna run high before you get down the block. But anyway, that is your recent updated news on is T.S. Madison in danger? I don't think she is, but I do encourage Maddie to go and get like CTV said in the panel did say. I think she needs to make sure. I think she did get a restraining order put on him because you just never know because how people would do because people really do these days. People really do. They have mental problems, and it's sometimes it's very much undiagnosed. But when a person is that driven and that pushful for something, it says a lot about them as individual because ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody checking for Dia Whisper like that. You know, you know. If you want to know if your man is gay, ask him. If you don't feel or understand what's going on, discern, watch. You know. But if you got your own dirt, your own closet, it gets me because it's such a double standard and a double bias. But this story specifically is for the Dear Whisperer. Could you please, brother, take you and your car, take you and your car, okay, you and your car home and leave that woman alone. Leave that woman alone. If you don't think fat meat greasy, you gonna find out that fat meat is greasy. People love to push you on. They love to see, oh yeah, until something happen to you, and they be like, "Well, child, they ain't had to do with me." Don't fall for the oogloop, because you're stupid, DL whisperer. And I'm not even sure what you whispering DL for. And on top of it too, lastly, y'all, on the way out the door, how the hell you gonna make fun of somebody and you ain't nothing but one wig away from being a trans yourself? One wig. Hell, I thought he was trans at first. You making fun of something that you really want to be yourself. Shit, sweep around your own front door. So much confusion and delusion going on. Some confusion. Somebody talking about delusion. Hell, the delusion started with you. You had 5 different aliases. She ain't had one. Maybe others, but that was business. You ain't had. You can't stick to you. But you're 28. Hopefully you get to 32 and do better. All right, y'all. I am out. I am unapologetic Tank, being unapologetic as you know how. To TS Medicine, please be safe on T. We love you. We have your back. We hear you. I heard someone also say the other day in the comments, like, and on the panel that I'm not worried about. I for me knowing how Chi Chi is, I just pray that he don't bump into Chi Chi. Cause Chi Chi, if y'all know Chi Chi, Chi Chi ain't that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to play because that's his mom. That's mom. It ain't gonna go over well with Gigi. So, I don't want to see anybody get locked up, anybody get in trouble because these are just words. I think the thing is now is that him riding past the home has escalated this to the next level. But I do feel like us as gay men in our own community, T's Medicine is like an auntie, a sister, a mother to some, and us as we protect our sisters and our aunties. And so, bitch, it's up. It's up and it's stuck. I'm not real favorable to Craig like that. You know what I'm saying? He alright. But sometimes he says reckless stuff, but Craig need to be a on top of this man. He real talk, Craig me on this man. He real talk. I ain't want Chi Chi, don't you come outside. You stay quiet because see we don't need no accidental admittance to nothing. If something happens, something that happened. We don't need that, But for as anything else, like Dear Whisper, I'm praying for you, brother. I hope you learn how to do better, brother. Because what you're doing is very stupid and very unfortunate for our community, and it's not helping us. It's not helping us. But shout out to CTV for bringing this to the forefront and bringing it to the table. Go over there, hit that like button, and subscribe to T.S. Madison as well. Also to CTV and also to me. I am Unapologetic Tank, being unapologetic as you know how, and this is a piece of your news today. Is she in danger? Child, no. I tell you that she ain't. But I tell you like this, if the danger comes to her door, she is prepared. Like they say, if you stay ready, what they say, you ain't got to get ready.
Why is the